If you're wondering which of these tinted SPFs to buy, here's what's different, and I'm going to tell you why that might matter to you. Hi, I'm Britt. I've tested thousands of products over the past 10 years. I'm not here to make you buy more. I am here to help you buy better. That is the goal every time. No one has paid me to say this. This is not bought or sponsored. You're getting my honest review as always. Merit uniform here. I have the Tower 28 SunnyDays, and I have the very end of my Saie Slip Tint. All of these I've liked in the past. You can see full reviews at any time on the Style Shaker. Merit is the winner on price per ounce with $22.35 per ounce. Second runner-up is Saie with 26 some odd dollars per ounce, and then Tower 28 is at $32 an ounce. As you know, prices change all the time right now. So this could be changing depending on when you're seeing this video. It's a crazy time. So just know that. I'm also going to be really careful with if I say a winner or not in SPF, because there are variables, but I'm trying to distill it down for you, not being a cosmetic chemist. So we have Merit Uniform. I actually really like shade 26. I talk about the other shades and more back on the site, but the Merit Uniform has an SPF of 45. It's using zinc oxide. These are all mineral SPFs as well. 15.065% zinc oxide in here. That's the number one on the list. There's a caveat. Then you have Saie again. It's the same order. Saie is a follow-up with SPF 35, and then you have the Tower 28 with an SPF 30, 12.6% on this. Saie has 15%. Now, the thing you're going to want to know is butyloctyl salicylate. I said it perfectly. I never do that. So let's just take a minute. Congratulations to me. Butyloctyl salicylate is in the Merit and it's in the SunnyDays, Tower 28. This is a very polarizing ingredient, but that is not necessarily a UV filter from my understanding. Is that SPF number real? I don't know. It's not inside of Saie, and Saie does not have silicones, whereas the other two do have silicones inside. Whether or not that matters to you really just depends on your skin type. I have sensitive skin. These don't irritate my skin, but when it's a silicone packed formula with a lot of different kinds of silicones, I have a reaction, but that's just me. I don't feel like tinted moisturizer is enough if I'm sitting on a beach and I am in direct sunlight. This is when I bring a hat into the situation, because you're never going to apply enough on your face to get the exact amount of sun coverage that you want with a tinted moisturizer. I'm not saying don't apply SPF or sunscreen. For me, I wear a sunscreen. I bring a hat. It's a hat. I'm 46, so I feel like it's kind of working at this point. Not a ton of sun damage at this point. The winner in application out of these three, they're a little bit different, as you could imagine. So the Saie, as you can tell, I wear this as a base every day. The texture is a gel cream. I like shade 3. I like shade 4. I've been wearing shade 3 more recently, and I just use my hands to apply this. You can do that with all of these, but I have found different ways for the Tower 28. But anyway, gel cream, lightweight, kind of a wash. Some people say it pills. Don't mix it with a heavy oil base. That will possibly help. I am also the kind of person that really doesn't want to spend a lot of time on makeup. I just don't want to fuss with it. So for me, Saie is really good for that. The Merit, it's creamy. It's not dense. Neither of these are. I'd say it's in between the Saie and the Tower 28 because it's a little bit, you'll see it on my hand, like it runs a little bit, but it's also really nice to apply. It's just a little bit creamier of a texture, easy to blend into the skin. And then Tower 28, I do recommend using a dense brush with that. It's not a deal breaker. You'll see why in a second. But I just think that's not the easiest application. However, the texture of that, a little bit more wet, still pretty viscous and easy to work with. It's not like it's sliding all over the place and then streaking, but I like to use a brush because it actually makes it a lot quicker and easier. The finish on the Saie, like I mentioned, it's their signature Saie glow. It's glowy. I don't think it's dewy. I don't think it's oily. It depends on how much you use. It depends on your skin type. I have combination skin, dry skin, combination skin types, possibly oily skin types will like this. Oily people might not want it, or if you're in like 90% humidity, might not be your jam, but you can bring a powder in. It plays so well with anything that I put on it. I swear to you, I could just, some people have pump issues. It has happened to me before. You just squeeze it up from the bottom, by the way. little random aside here, and then push it out. It's annoying. I get it. I don't like it either. And then the cap looks like crap. It always breaks. So I don't love that. But the finish here is that soft, subtle glow that you're going to get. So Saie is going to be the winner for me on this, but you tell me what you like best. Merit, you're going to get more of a velvety glow. So if you're looking at these three products, I feel like I'm not going to tell you it's matte because none of them are matte, but if you want a softer glow, I think you can get that more with the Merit product. So oily skin types may lean more towards this one out of this group of three. And then the Tower 28, you get like a juicy, delicious sort of glow here, but it is more on the dewy side for me. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't look greasy, but applying it with any kind of dense brush, any soft, dense brush, pressing it into the areas. This is why you're also not going to get the coverage and sun protection, by the way. If you do it the way that I do it, yeah, it's not going to give you that sun protection. You can do it all over your face with fingers too. That's fine. On my combination skin, I find it works better this way. The winner for coverage, the Tower 28 coverage, if you're looking for a light to medium coverage that goes beyond sheer, you might be looking for natural, but this one wins for me when I need to even out redness. It's also really great if you're reapplying it and you don't have to add anything else into the mix usually. However, it's dewy, so you might want to bring in a powder. I talk about a powder, a couple powders that work really, really, really well with this. So I love the coverage here. Second in coverage, again, if you're looking for more coverage, I feel like Merit's going to give you more coverage than the Saie. If you want natural or light to natural, sheer light natural, these are where you want to live. If you want a little bit more coverage, you're going to want to look into the Tower 28 out of this group. I've been wearing Mulholland a lot lately. I have a bunch of colors in it. Here's Montana. It's a little bit darker, but I like the Mulholland lately. It's just kind of working for me. And last but not least, the wear test. The wear test for Tower 28 is really strong. I kind of panned it years back. This is like a way long time ago because I saw some feathering, but that again, I sound like a broken record. That's where the brush comes in. Use a little bit of oil control with the powder. So I really do like the wear test, but it involves a few extra steps. The wear test on the Saie, it's always as a base. It wears perfectly under anything I put it under. It doesn't add glow or shine or anything. So I always depend on the Saie. I don't have to think about it. I always bring it with me when I travel. I really like it, but I usually wear something for added coverage. I think overall wear test though, that sticks around, gives you whatever light coverage you want. It gives you the glow without getting oily by the end of the day. And it doesn't slide off the face or do anything weird. The Merit coverage, it lasted, but I saw a little bit of fading there. It wasn't the best when it came to the wear test for me. Certainly wasn't the worst. They're all really close when it comes to wear test. Final scores for everybody, a 19 out of 20 for I don't reach for it as much as I do the Saie. The Saie received an 18 out of 20, and then the Tower received a 17 out of. They're all really solid options. If you've gotten to this point and you're trying to make a decision, I don't think you're going to go wrong with any of these as long as your skin doesn't react negatively to the ingredients inside. Now you just know a couple of the little things that I think might kind of tip you over the edge on whether or not to buy this one or this one or this one. Tinted moisturizers are one of my favorite category. If you want to see my favorites in the category and what I would buy instead of these three contenders, they're all back on the Style Shaker. Let me know which one you would pick. Okay, you guys, what should I battle next? I feel like there's more battles on the horizon, do we think? What do you want me to battle? Let me know. Bye.